wanna know the name? Devil May Cry.
But, like, who does V think that Nero's dad is? V knows that Nero's a descendant of Sparta, but who does V think that Nero's dad is?
Baby daddy.
This character who may or may not be a reincarnation or physical avatar of the villain from the first game.
Baby daddy.
At this point, I was still like, who the fuck is V? Maybe Mundus? Maybe it's like a double fake out kind of thing. Who do you? I don't know, I think I just really wanted him to be Mundus. I thought that would have been really cool. And thus that was the conclusion I had come to. But I mean, like, he's using the bosses from DMC1 as his familiars. Okay, so I'm just gonna use this from now on for the rest of the game.
Obviously.
You know why?
Why?
Because this is the Devil Breaker that just gives you the Devil Bringer. This is the arm. This is what the B button or the circle button in DMC4 did. It's just the Devil Bringer.
It brings the devil, you see.
So this is all I like to use. I just like using. I just like having the DMC4 moveset.
Tramp stamp.
The other. Oh, but like, I don't even know what you call the front stamp.
That's like pussy directions.
Yes. They go all the way down.
It's an arrow and like a list of care instructions.
Because like, all these other arms are good. It's good to have a just extra damage button. It's good to have Trickster with like a dodge away. It's good to have Punchline, which is like, let's keep doing damage over here while I'm attacking this enemy. It's good to have the drill that will pierce the heavens. I actually don't like Tomboy all that much, but it's pretty fun. I don't like using Tomboy. I don't think it has a lot of utility, but it's a fun idea. And then it's nice to eat pasta.
That is nice.
It's nice to pleasure your girlfriend with diddles.
You could say that.
But man, that has a like really strong effect. The Jawbreaker.
Oh, on the...
Yeah. Yeah, jeez. But I like
I think he's
just...
sensitive to sugar smells.
Yeah, probably. I like just being... I like just playing DMC4. When I get right down to it, I just really like playing DMC4.
What can I say?
What else is there to be said?
Up in this ass.
Gonna go ahead and get that, because you forget how little fucking clearance you get when you don't have the upgraded version.
Clearance 70% off.
Payline. Oh yeah. Gonna need that for this fight, that's for fucking sure. I've never used this. I didn't even know. I didn't even know about it.
Hello, kitty. Coming up again? Oh, yeah.
Comes.
Come on.
Yeah, he's having a hard time deliberating over there.
Think about it.
Do I still not even have the double jump? What the fuck is wrong with me?
What the fuck will jump?
Oh, that's gonna hurt during this fight. Oh, that's gonna hurt during this level a lot. Not having the double jump. Oh no. I cannot believe they still make you pay for the double jump. The double jump is fucking expensive too. Jesus. So anyway, at some point Nero was back at the RV. This must have been immediately after the boss fight with Artemis, where they got Lady. It must have been like right after that, in terms of the timeline that they give us during the loading screens, which are impossible to read if you're playing this on PC because it loads too fast.
Dead Space needed to be on 2 discs for 360.
Well, she ain't dead.
You got an extra save point in hardcore.
Body, though.
Stop caressing the unconscious woman.
That's yeah, it's a little uncomfortable.
Barely even noticed. You know, you should go do your thing. I got this.
Stop making the jokes real.
You know,
it's like whenever we watch Star Trek.
The section of towel around her vag is slightly disturbed. Do you know anything about that?
Oh, here we go.
Stay alert.
Yeah.
Yeah. What the fuck is Nico gonna do? Drive away?
You just keep fondling this unconscious one.
Look at this walking angler tank. Yeah, Nero is a totally normal human being. Totally no demonic superpowers whatsoever. Gilgamesh!
He has the power of hair dye.
So, remember in DMC4, when you get the devil arms with Dante, you're just picking up the weapon from the demon gate. Like, you're not getting the devil arm of the bosses that you fight, you're just picking up, okay, this is a random weapon that I now have after defeating this boss that was powering the devil gate. So you never saw what the actual demon Lucifer looked like, or the demon Pandora, or fucking Gilgamesh, aka the weapon that, you know, had the charged punching moveset, the Beowulf, the Ifrit, etc. So now we actually get to fight Gilgamesh. We actually get to fight the fucking weapon that Dante used in DMC4. Okay. And I was like, yo, it's fucking... So, like, now we know. So, like, if Dante was doing this boss fight, it would end with him getting... with Gilgamesh turning into a devil arm.
Where do you think you're going?
Oh god, no fucking...
It's a trilobite.
It's some kind of War of the Worlds type thing. That much is clear. This boss fight is also not part of Bloody Palace for obvious reasons. Imagine trying to fight this as Dante, actually.
Dino.
I don't know who you thought you were helping doing that, but it wasn't yourself. Okay. Come on. There we go.
Bust your leg, zits.
Doing that thing you do to a boss. Here's this historically accurate giant enemy crab. Attack its weak point for massive damage.
Always comes back. 2006
So,
Sony E3.
So, also, this is a boat that we are fighting next to. Where did we just last see a boat? Ooh, shit. Where did we just last see a boat in this video game? This Resident Evil-esque video game.
This computer graphic game. Some sort of video graphic game.
Right high. Right high. Let's get airborne. Oh, I do have a double jump. There we go. I've got the riding high. Sometimes you just gotta ride high.
Just put a band-aid over that shit.
Oh no, you did the thing. Oh, it's Griever. Thanks, Griever.
Griever 85.
Crash.
I'm sorry for your loss, Griever. Were you born in 1985, or did you just lose 85 close family members?
So here's a cutscene that that didn't happen when we were playing the last level as V, but apparently we're supposed to pretend.
I'll leave this beast to you.
It's,
I must
that's more.
press on.
I'm gonna go have a boss fight with a horse. What?
Yeah, that's my away message on AIM. Having a boss fight with a horse.
It's just you and me, devil arm from a previous game.
Devil
Here we go.
balls.
Oh, doing it! Yes! Yes! Oh, it's so good! It makes me feel happy. I love having the fuck you, this boss fight is
Whoa.
over. Oh god, yeah.
Up in its
Jesus.
wiles.
I love having that fucking just like the enemy is in a weakened, downed state, time to do just a grab attack that does a shit ton of fucking damage. That thing that Dante does not have. Really should. Gonna sneeze. There we go. It always feels better when you end the boss fight doing that, however. Which I'm not gonna get to do, because it's actually really hard to get Gilgamesh in a good, god fucking damn it, downed state. Yeah, imagine trying to fight this boss as V in the Bloody Palace. I'm sure someone's modded it already, but...
Yep.
Yeah, again, literally they're going like, well, let's take that weapon from DMC4 and see what the boss fight against it would have been.
Yep.
To do that thing we wanted to do. Someone also did a mod giving Nero his hairstyle from DMC4, like the Johnny Young Bosch hair covering his eyes thing. Yeah, get that can of peaches. It's a can of peaches.
Peaches.
They're so cute. They're like brother and sister. It's adorable. Anyway. And he looks exactly like his face looks different in this game compared to DMC4. It's all the hair. It's all the fucking hair. If you give him the hairstyle that he had in DMC4, he looks exactly the fucking same.
It's like that picture of like Charlie Chaplin and Hitler next to each other, and they look exactly the same except for the hat.
Yeah, the hat
like,
is the only difference.
It's the hat.
Add,
Paganini.
Add bowler hat, remove bowler hat.
It's a Paganini Caprice.
Caprice.
I knew it was something like that.
Oh, okay.
Number 24.
Oh, neat. Lady's awake.
So what happened to him?
And
Trish?
still naked.
They end up like you?
Well, that's going to stay that way.
I mean, why would that change?
It's going to get more so, if anything.
She was captured. I remember
Get that carpet off you, girl.
There was a lot of tentacle hentai. I don't want to get into it. You know, when her face is modeled like a normal human being, you can barely notice the heterochromia.
That's not the word I thought you were going to say.
She doesn't have huge, massive anime eyes where you can really distinctly see the heterochromia.
And they look like humans.
You can barely notice that it's so cool, you guys. Heterochromia. It's so cool. Look.
Yeah, you don't even know. I wonder if Japanese people have to look at reference photos to model Western eyes.
What the fuck do they look like again?
Truly awesome how to do.
Oh yeah, like that. Okay. I did a really offensive thing off camera here.
Yes, it's as good as
Shocker.
mine. He might be useful though. Enough talking.
So like, I want you to remember that moment where V was like, I'm glad you're looking good, lady. I'm glad you're doing well.
Can I fuck you?
I want you to remember that. I want you to put that in your back pocket and just hold on to it. We're gonna come back to that. But right now, just put it right there in your ass pocket. Okay? It's important.
Just get rid of the word pocket.
So,
You got a deal.
we need to pay attention, because this is important.
It's time to get to work.
I was just told to get some rest.
Oh, you were just told to get some rest? Well, we need to make a path. So start digging. Come on, get up, get up, get up.
Got something to wear that's good for digging?
Oh, hello.
It's an ass! Yay! And the
What's wrong with
crowd
Nico?
goes wild.
Nico
Anyway.
Bellic over here.
So, I'll leave it up to you. We get to pick which character we play as during this mission. Which one should we play as?
Random it.
My eyes are closed. Here, you press X.
Oh.
Okay, Nero.
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 Yeah, you've demonstrated V.
Yeah, And also, this gives me a chance to actually buy the fucking double jump.
He's a cute kitty over here.
Yeah. Oh, so this loading screen is back, all 4 of them in the RV, a moment that we just saw in the cutscene did not fucking happen.
Proof.
But look, V's just like I was gonna read some poetry. I'm just gonna read some I'm gonna read this William Blake poem for the 20th fucking time. It's not a big book, and it's just poetry. Like, how many times can you read the same... I mean, to be fair, all of William Blake's poems are pretty fucking metal. If you actually read them, they're all really fucking metal. It's like the 12th century, I don't know when William Blake was alive, version of metal.
A long time ago.
It's like, you know how Mozart was a rock star?
Beethoven.
Both of them. You know how Beethoven was a rock star? William Blake was a metal-as fuck dude. I want to see if it closes up on V. I'm waiting on that. But I'm gonna buy my double jump as soon as it fucking moves. There he is. He's dark.
Oh.
He's brooding.
He's brooding in the background of boobs.
Yes. It's important. And they're talking about something. Lady's talking.
I can't imagine about what.
Yeah. I was just, you know, it was a weird, like, attempt at a revival, but it didn't really meet my expectations, and it felt, in a lot of ways, antagonistic towards the source material. Oh, no, I think, you know, if you look past it and just assume it has a different title, you can still accept it on its own merits. I just don't agree with that, Nero.
7 hours. 13 parts of the DMC5 video.
Just fan dubbing the loading screen.
Live.
It's like, oh, rawhide, it's a whip. I'm not in... Ragtime is fucking terrible. This is actually, like, the worst arm in the entire fucking game. It's, like, actually really fucking bad. So, Ragtime, you throw out a bullet of slowdown time. And anything that's stuck in that sphere of slowdown time gets frozen.
Again, like stasis from Dead Space.
It doesn't work well. It's not very good. What it's like is actually, it reminds me of Wonderful 101, where one of the weapons is a bomb, and anything that gets caught in the explosion is stuck in the frozen time of the explosion of the bomb. Oh, but this game's taking everything from DMC, Devil May Cry, or it's just taking, you know, after 10 years worth of innovation in the character action genre of all the character action games that have been made since then, including stuff from Bayonetta and Wonderful 101 and Metal Gear Solid Revengeance. Metal Gear Solid Revengeance. It's not called that. It's called Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. Anyway, I bought my fucking double jump. So I can exist in a world once again. There's a sleeping cat. It's very distracting.
So cute.
I'm very small, you see. He sleeps.
I don't know how he sleeps with this.
Yeah, we're being pretty loud.
Yeah, every video we make, he hops up and sleeps, and every time we're really fucking loud.
He's just sleeping through our commentary. It's funny, though, like, he was screaming his fucking head off right before. Now it's like, I'm gonna sleep.
Yeah, I sleep.
And be really quiet.
Yep.
It's very considerate, I guess.
Yeah. Because, I mean, he sounds like he's being stabbed when he does that, so you might not enjoy it at home.
Freaking the fuck out like 2 seconds ago. So, in Nero's starring the DMC crew, we didn't get linked up with anyone. It looks like I'm not hitting anything, but in actuality, I am.
You burst a sack.
Yes, gotta pop that pimple.
Yeah.
Yes, accept it. Accept the reality that I've given upon you.
Sorry.
So, Nero's story throughout the last game and this one, also. Hey, look, it's that enemy from Devil May Cry 1. We brought him back. We brought him back because he's really cool.
Here it is, ladies and gents.
Everyone.
Bitches and balls.
Blaze Trilogy. Everyone, we got Blaze
Fucking
Trilogy over here.
Germs and jicks.
Is he already
Tits
gone?
and dicks.
I think he might already be gone. That's
I think he might already be gone.
That's a bummer. I wanted to see. Oh, there he is. Yay! Oh, look, he's got the green vest. He unlocked the green vest.
The Smash recolor. And the purple jacket box. Scissor lads. A lot creepier in this one.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Ah. When there's a much better tell for when you're supposed to do the shoot that kills him in one hit. But also, because we're playing as Nero, instead of shooting him to kill him in one shot, yeah, did the Buster. Did the fucking thing. Oh look, he's stylish. He's smoking 6 style.
He is just stylish as frick.
He's gonna get a stylish ranking out of me at the end of this. I really hope we get stayed linked up throughout the whole level. It so rarely happens, actually, to be honest. So Nero's whole storyline, throughout his storyline so far, has been, like, the passing of the torch. Like, he is the new protagonist of Devil May Cry from Dante, but that didn't really happen in DMC4. Like, he kept having the protagonist slot taken away from him. He didn't kill any of his bosses. He like, got taken hostage for the entire second half of the game. He didn't actually, like, take over the role as protagonist, like he was kind of meant to.
Thought he did.
Yes. I'm the main character. I'm the main character. Like, he even had a fight with Dante to be like, I'm gonna succeed the legacy of Sparta, basically. And ultimately it was kind of inconclusive. And in this game, it's sort of a microcosm of the storyline that they were trying to do in DMC4, but couldn't, really, because they didn't have the fucking game for it. Yeah! Joel will pierce the heavens.
Oh, you could even destroy the wet floor sign.
Come on.
I like that.
Yes. Haven't we all wanted to destroy the wet floor sign?
I hate wet floor signs keeping me down.
They're so oppressive.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm just trying to live my life, and they're telling me, like, oh, you're gonna slip. Don't fucking tell me I'm gonna slip, okay?
when I'm gonna slip. I'll decide when I slip. You know, you should really watch my video on this.
Okay, look, okay? YouTube thumbnail. It's kind of a microcosm, because the first boss Nero fights is Goliath, and he doesn't get the killing blow on Goliath. V gets the... oh no, rewrite. V gets the killing blow on Goliath. The boss that Nero fought, another character takes him down, just like Dante did in DMC4 to the boss fights he had in that game. But then, what happens is V runs across Goliath, Gilgamesh, and is like, oh, fuck that, and runs away, and leaves it to Nero to take down Gilgamesh. So Nero gets to actually kill one of his bosses for once, and it's a boss that the character who killed the last boss he fought couldn't fight. Nero's taking over ownership of the boss fight, but he still received assistance. Like, V was, like, doing something below deck that caused Gilgamesh to be in a weakened state.
BTS.
Which made things easier for Nero, that he wouldn't have had as good a time fighting against Gilgamesh without V's aid. So it's still a midpoint. He's still not 100% independent as a protagonist yet, but he's getting there. He's getting further along than he did in DMC4. The storyline is being like the actual storyline they wanted to do with Nero, but they're doing it. Look at these posters. Rise and Fall of Spencer. Spencer. June, July.
And then some.
What does that
names of
mean?
the
June
developers.
through July? June,
Is it
July?
an exhibit?
Like, it's gonna be in theaters June through July? I don't get it. What does that mean? What does it mean? Miss Easy.
Fucking everything started blooming all at once. We had one hot day and everything started to bloom. So
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
I've been meaning to get one of those
My
air
eyes,
filters.
my eyes and my fucking sinuses have just been eviscerated.
I want to get one of those
Because it's
sharper
spring.
image style
Gotta love
air
spring.
filter doodads.
Literally my least favorite season. I would fuck you, sign. I would sincerely take any other season over spring. Summer's better than spring. Fall is pretty. It's like kind of chill. I would sincerely take winter over spring. I hate it. I hate spring.
No spring.
Oh, you fucker. I was trying to be stylish.
Trying to be super sexy.
What the
styling
fuck is
sauce.
this camera doing? Excuse me. See, I love the DMC4 Buster just like grab this enemy and do a contextual fuck you move because it feels good to do. Bam! It just feels right. It feels like something that was always missing from Dante's moveset to me. I like playing Nero compared to fucking Dante. Oh, you're dead.
compared to Dino?
That's another thing, is, like, thankfully Nero was an established character by this point.
Yes.
How weird is it that we had 10 years to get used to Nero
It's very
existing?
unique. Very
From the game he was introduced, and then we had time to miss him. You're like, oh no,
That's rare.
give him back!
That's
Please,
very
we'll take
rare.
him back! Before we got the next game that he was in.
Yeah.
Very unique. He wasn't even in Ultimate Marvel.
iPad.
So, like, he didn't have that uphill battle to deal with anymore. That he could, like, people accepted, okay, yeah, Nero's gonna be in DMC5, because, yeah. In fact, that was one of the really cool things about when that first trailer for DMC5 released. Dante wasn't even in it. It was just Nero. And it was like, that was the first moment where it's like, they're not making DMC circa 2019, they're making DMC5.
Yeah.
The game that is the sequel to DMC4. They're actually doing it. Because that game was just Nero, Dante was nowhere to be seen. There was almost a question of, is Dante even going to be in DMC5?
Yeah.
A foolish question if ever there was one, but it was deserving of being asked.
Nonetheless.
It wasn't a foolish inquiry. Excuse me. You lava bats are really fucking annoying. I actually hate you.
Lava bat.
Definitely the best lineup of enemy designs in a DMC game, I think, because
Yes.
DMC3 you might think, but no, I actually think almost all of the enemies in DMC3 kind of suck.
No, actually, you'd be wrong.
So here's the Buster move for these guys, is a really long grab animation, which is actually, like, awful to do. If you're gonna do the Buster on these guys, you want to get them up in the air first, because the air version is just a suplex. Shabam.
Get it up in the air and then wave them like you just don't care. Essential.
It's really important to wave them, as if you are of a state of being apathetic about it.
The problem is I do care, damn it. I care so much.
Well, you can care, but you have to wave them as if you don't
if.
care.
Just put yourself in the position of someone who does not care, who's totally apathetic.
Put yourself in the mindset of what would it be like if I was waving them around in a state of not caring about it.
You know what? That actually really helps me.
You know, it'll help you too. Shit.
Sorry.
Man, I can never get the timing for that one. That's the other thing, is like, he plays exactly the same as he did in DMC4. The exact same moveset. The only difference is, instead of having the fucking Devil Bringer, you have the Devil Breaker and the different movesets in order to add variety. So they're taking the moveset that he had in DMC4 and adding to it in order to, like, A, give a little bit more variety to his playstyle, so there's different things that he can do. It's not just the Devil Bringer every single time. Every time you press B, it's the same thing. No, you can equip different things in order to have different effects whenever you press B. So, it's a different, like, instead of having the style system like of Dante, it's a different kind of thing, but it does the same effect of giving different contextual variety to his playstyle.